All right, I got a conversation topic today. It's an extension of something I talked about yesterday, which is not caring about what people think. I was thinking more about that, and as good as that advice sounds, and as cliche and yet good cliche as it is, I think there's something to be said for caring a little bit about what people think. Because if I really ask the question, like yesterday, I played drums. I put it behind my video of me running, and I was like, this is so out of time. My timing is just terrible, and I'm just trying to play way too fast and hit way too many notes, and it's just like, I'm not there yet. It's not working. Not that it's bad to every once in a while just try to do that, but the thing that really brought that to my attention was the fact that I actually put my drumming behind my running video. Because I don't care that much. I don't think about it when it's a drumming video, because I'm like, yeah, this is a video of me learning how to drum. You expect it to not be in time. You expect it to be, all over the place, whatever. But in the context of being background music, I'm like, this is terrible. And yes, to some extent, the fact that I was putting it out there on my video, where people would inevitably think, like, what is this drumming going on behind the running? That made me kind of take a good look at what I'm doing and how I'm approaching it in a different way. So sometimes, when you start to care about what somebody else thinks, for me, I have to ask the question, why? Why am I worried that they will think that? Is it because I'm actually doing that? And is that something that I want to be doing? And it's like, I'm afraid that people will think my drumming is terribly offbeat. Maybe that's because it is terribly offbeat. Is that how I want to be practicing? And maybe it is. Maybe I just want to, my dad and I used to play ping pong and tennis, and he did not believe in warming up gradually. He's just start slamming the ball every single time, with the belief that eventually you'll get that under control. You have some wild, crazy shots off the bat, but you bring it under control by just going for it. And I really like that mentality. I have used that mentality a lot in my life, and I think it's gotten me some places. But the other side of that is I have my best friend who's my music teacher never told me practice makes perfect. My music teacher told me practice makes permanent. So what you practice will become permanent. It will become ingrained. And maybe that bad form that, yeah, you're making it work. You're making it happen. You are bringing it under control, but you're still practicing maybe poor form. And maybe you'd be even better if you did start off slow and build up. Those are really valid things to consider and think about when learning a new skill. When you have that blank slate and you can learn any way you want, you have that window of opportunity to maybe learn the right way or the wrong way, if there is such a thing. And either way, at the end of the day, I'm going to learn how to play drums. I'm going to get better at drums gradually, eventually, whatever. But that self-awareness that came from initially realizing that I'm putting myself out there and other people will think something about this, it made me think about myself. And in that sense, caring about what other people think can sometimes be beneficial. It's oh, maybe I'm worried that they'll think this because that is actually what I'm doing. And maybe it's not what I want to be doing. And so it's an opportunity for reflection and introspection that can direct me in a better way. So I think that today I'm going to try to focus on keeping a steady beat. And I'm going to take out so much of what I'm doing with the confidence that as I gain that ability to keep a steady beat, I'll eventually be able to add things back in. I've created enough music to go behind the running video, so I'm gonna just admit that was a struggle. I felt so limited by what I started with. I didn't feel like, I couldn't change the pace. I think I started slow. And then I started trying to, not fall into that habit of hitting both drums at once. So I'm trying to do something I'm not used to doing, trying to do it at a steady tempo, feeling stuck with it, and not knowing what to really creatively add to that, because it's that was just a really hard beat to do anything fancy with, at least at my level right now. So I really struggled with that. I felt like it was boring. I felt like I wasn't doing anything creative with it. But that's how it went. And sometimes just trying something new makes it feel challenging because it's not what I've been practicing. Maybe it's better than what I've been practicing, but it still feels challenging and still feels not great to me because I haven't done it before. I felt like I almost never hit the cymbals. It felt terrible. So now I get to try the other approach. was way more fun. So I don't know. Maybe that's my approach. Just go wild. It would be really ironic if I actually ended up with 4 or 5 minutes of decent, maybe, I don't know. Who has the final say on what is decent? I'm objectively, absolutely certain I'm not decent at successfully putting these things on the stand. I tried to put both of them on the stand and both of them fell on the ground. Brings up a really good question, but maybe playing in like such a restrained, attempted at least controlled manner set me up to be better, or at least have more fun going wild, because, I was like, wow, that was really hard to try to play a controlled thing. And now I'm really excited to just bang on the drums, because I realized like what a privilege it is to just get to do that when I just restrained myself to only playing this really simple, boring, attemptedly even riff for like 5 minutes. So anyways, I had a fun time playing drums tonight, and that's that.